How's it going, everyone? My name's Brandorky, and now let's get dorky. So I'm sorry that I am shooting like this. I'm currently on my phone, so I'm sorry if it kind of gets cropped out a little bit or if things are a little shaky or a little different than usual. I didn't bring my camera today because I wasn't thinking that anything was going to happen, and I was focusing on my New York City vlog, so I didn't think that I would actually, need to record a video today. I was thinking maybe tomorrow, but, yeah, so the Valentine's Day event came out. I wanted to release something as soon as I possibly could, so I quickly recorded my screen and put that out as a quick video. Now, it is currently 2:10 p.m., so we should be in the middle of the event or just starting the event. It should have started at 2. It doesn't seem like it just yet, though. You know how Niantic can be kind of late. But I did pull into the parking lot and I saw this Squirtle. So I'm thinking, you know what? Might as well catch this Squirtle. And we're going to see if the event has actually started after we catch the Squirtle. I'm going to restart my app after this, and then we're going to see. Now, because I'm recording this with my phone, I can't actually see what my face looks like on the phone because I'm playing the game right now. I'm using an app to record my face, so I might end up getting myself cut out sometimes, and I apologize for that. Also, because I'm also playing the game, the camera's going to be a little bit shaky because every time I tap and swing and throw whatever, the camera will shake because it is coming from the phone. But let's see how the Squirtle was. It was a 1-ball catch, pretty decent, nothing too crazy. Let's see if there's any. Oh boy, the event definitely started. Because I can tell you right now, there's usually not that many Clefairies. There is usually not that many Clefairies in this area, and I can tell you for certain it is not a Clefairy nest. And it seems like I was right. I thought maybe Slowpokes would also be big in this event because obviously Slowpoke is a pink Pokemon, and it looks like there's a Slowpoke there, so that is pretty cool. I'm gonna walk around and see about, catching some of these Clefairy. Not that I need any, but oh man, if a Chansey spawns, that would be incredible. I'm so happy that I waited to do my Chansey last. I've gotten all of the candy needed for Gen 2 for every other Pokemon. All I need is a Chansey. So I was actually kind of kicking myself the other day saying I should have done Chansey first instead of Porygon, but I'm actually very happy that I waited to do Chansey because now it seems like I might not even need to walk my Chansey because maybe I'll end up finding enough where I won't have to, and I'll get double candies for catching it. So that is pretty freaking awesome. I'm not going to go through what's going on in the event. Maybe I'll do a quick synopsis. 6-hour lures, which is the best thing. More pink Pokemon spawns, including Chansey, and double candy. So that's basically it, and less walking for buddies. Even though it says out of 5 kilometers right now, I bet if I restarted my app, it would be half that, and maybe there would be a different loading screen. So I think I'm actually going to do that before I start walking out. But yeah, so I'm happy that I did end up actually waiting for the Chansey because now I might not even need to walk it that much more, and then I can throw in maybe a Dragonite again or something and try and get more candies for that. But we're going to restart the app right now and see if maybe there's a new loading screen and if my walking distance for my buddy Pokemon will reset. I actually did put Pokemon in those gyms, by the way, so I already have my coins. There's no reason to show that. But let's close out of Pokemon. Come on. The phone gets really slow when I'm recording. When I'm recording both my face and the game, it just happens. My phone is a pretty bad phone, and on top of recording, both things, the game and my face at the same time with a crappy phone isn't a good thing. So I'm sorry if it's a little laggy or something. I hope it doesn't get too bad, and I hope it does record okay. So let's see if there's going to be a new loading screen. I would imagine for an event there would be. Usually there is. So we'll find out. Let's see. Nope. Doesn't look like it. At least not yet. They might put one in after, but as of right now, it's just the same old, New Year's loading screen with the baby Pokemon, which I like. I mean, I don't mind it. I just was thinking maybe there'd be like a lovey-dovey one, which I'm sure there will be at some point, at least for a little while. So let's see. Okay, so now we are back in the game. Still a bunch of Clefairies, and look, a Jigglypuff. So definitely, the event has started. And let's see, 2.5. Yep, see, 2.2 out of 2.5. So it did update my walking for my buddy Pokemon, which I'm happy because I was at 2.2, and now I only need 0.3 more for another Chansey candy. So that's really awesome. That actually worked out in my favor. If I was over that, I mean, I would have gotten a candy, but it might not have been as perfect, or if I was at 0. But that is awesome. So 0.3 kilometers, I should definitely get that today. I'm going to put on my Go Plus again. it's going to have a horrible time connecting. It probably won't even connect because of restarting the app. Maybe I just won't care. So we're going to go out, walk around for a little bit, and I do have to eat lunch at some point, but I'm hoping that maybe a Chansey spawns. If not today or here, maybe later at home or tomorrow. It's supposed to be a really, really snowy day tomorrow, so maybe because of a snowstorm, I'll have off, and I would love if I'm off from work that maybe the snow stops all of a sudden, and then we can go outside. I mean, even if it doesn't, I'll probably still go out, depending on how bad it is, but let's see. And there we go. That is our first Clefairy. I think one of the things that I'm really upset about is that we went to the city last Saturday, and if we had gone to the city this Saturday, then the event would have been going on. Now, I'm kind of happy at the same time because I was able to get a diverse array of Pokemon, but other than a ton of Magnemite and Voltorb, but if it was during the event, I'm sure I'd get 90 million Clefairies, and look at this. I mean, this is crazy. You can see that there's a lot of Clefairies. There's already 2 right here. That was 3. But I'm sure in the city it's crazy right now with the amount of Clefairies that are spawning. So I'm kind of happy and kind of not at the same time, because I'm upset because I would have gotten double candies. Maybe I would have had a higher chance of getting more Chanseys, and maybe even been getting even more candies for my buddy Pokemon, for my Chansey. And if I switched out to a different Pokemon, then I would have had even more candies, which does kind of suck. But at the same time, a ton of Chanseys, a ton of probably Slowpokes, and Jigglypuffs and all that stuff, and maybe, a ton of Clefairies, and then possibly some Chanseys on top of that, which would be nice. I'm still hoping that I will get some Chanseys. Man, this Clefairy is a hard Clefairy to catch. But I am hoping that I will get some Chanseys, but it's kind of bittersweet, it's like I would have gotten more Buddy Candy, and I would have gotten double candies for the Pokemon that I caught, but at the same time, and every single freaking Pokestop in the city would probably be lured, since a lot of the stops were lured, and every time they would run out, somebody would usually actually re-lure them. So if you think about it, with a 6-hour lure, all those Pokestops that weren't lured, or for the couple minutes that they were, down until somebody re-lured them, it would have been 6 hours. So every single Pokestop in the city will probably be lured. So I got to get these Pokestops so I can get more Pokeballs. But so I am upset about that. I'm upset that I wasn't able to be there when there's 6-hour lures, because every Pokestop's going to be lured, and I'm missing out on the Buddy Pokemon, or the Buddy Candy being much less, and the double candies of everything else too. But at the same time, I was able to get a more diverse array of Pokemon instead of just pink Pokemon, which there aren't too many good pink Pokemon except Chansey, which again I'm still hoping to get, and I don't need a million Chansey candies, just enough to evolve, and maybe enough to power up my best one when I evolve it into a Blissey eventually, when Gen 2 does come out. But yeah, so I don't know. I am actually going to be going into the city kind of again, actually Long Island, for my aunt's birthday on Saturday, so I will try and record a little bit there. Long Island isn't actually like as crazy as the city. It's not as crazy as Manhattan. There's definitely not nearly as many Pokestops and as many Pokemon spawns, but there's still a lot more than here in any rural area, so it's definitely something that I want to check out and see if maybe those spawns are, pretty cool. So, I mean, it works out either way. Like, I'm still going to be able to get those awesome spawns and stuff. It's better than being at home or being in my town where there's absolutely nothing, so that works out. I mean, even this park is better than my hometown. I live like an hour away from where I work, so it's a little bit different, but I mean, we'll see how it is on Saturday. If I see screenshots of the city or something and it's crazy, maybe I'll be able to convince my wife to go back to the city on Sunday, depending on the weather, but we'll see. I mean, to go to that lure spot that I was talking about in my video yesterday, where there was like 8 or 9 lures, like 8 or 9 Pokestops, imagine somebody just luring those, or a couple people luring all those and just sitting there for a couple of hours. I'm sure they're going to get mostly Clefairy and Jigglypuff and Slowpoke and all those pink Pokemon, and probably the occasional Chansey, more so than any other rare Pokemon, but I'm sure there's still a pretty high chance of you getting another rare Pokemon as well. So, I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but I'll figure that out. Definitely Saturday I'll try and record a little bit, even if I can't really record too much of an actual video. I can record maybe some Pokemon catching and talk about it in another video. I'm also sorry if my face is being cut off or if anything is being kind of annoying while I'm recording this. Again, it's on my phone and it's kind of hard to know exactly where I should be looking or where I should be pointing the camera while I'm also playing the game. So if I could see myself, maybe it would be much better, but I can't with this app, and I don't really know of any app that can. If you guys know, then let me know. But yeah, so I caught all the Clefairies in this area. There is a Starbucks like further down the road. I'm not going to walk all the way down there or drive there. It's only one Pokestop, and that's where a lot of the Jigglypuff were before. But it's not worth it I don't even need these Clefairy. I just thought it would be cool to try and get them because of the event. And I'm at 979 Pokemon, so I'm going to have to run through my Pokemon. And now that it's double candies, I can run through them and get those extra candies, which is really nice. But we shall see how that is. How far am I on my Chansey? 2.4 out of 5. So that's cool. I'll probably get that candy, and then I'm going to go eat lunch because I am absolutely starving. And I need to eat before it gets too late. So yeah, I also have a dentist appointment later today that I'm not too excited about, but we'll see how that goes. Also, I hope that the microphone is okay. It's really windy out here, and I don't know exactly where the microphone is on my phone. I think it's down here, but I can't really tell. So if it's hard to hear me or whatever the case may be, again, I apologize. I did not have the foresight to bring my camera, but I definitely will the next couple days, for sure. All right, I am back in my car. I think I'm going to eat. I'll probably get that candy once my distance resets or updates, and that'll be 31 Chansey candies. Hopefully, I will see some Chansey spawns during this event. We'll find out. There you go. There's the Chansey candy. So that's awesome, and I definitely think in this event, regardless of if I see a lot of Chanseys or not, I'll get the 50 candies with the buddy Pokemon. But if I end up getting enough candies without having to walk my Chansey, then I'll probably end up going with a different Pokemon so I can get more, like Dratini or something, because I definitely want more candies for that. But we'll see how that goes. I'm going to eat, and I will get back to you if anything cool happens, if any Chansey spawns or anything awesome happens. But if not, that's probably where I'm going to end it for now. Hopefully later something cool happens, or at home, or possibly when I go to the dentist's office, because that is kind of a small town. Maybe there'll be something cool there, and then I can talk about it afterwards, because I probably won't be able to vlog it in the actual dentist's office. But we'll see how we go, so I will see you then. So I just pulled into a busy parking lot. This area, there's a lot of shopping centers and a lot of shopping areas, and usually there's a lot of Pokemon here, and I usually don't come here during my lunch break, but I have on occasion. There actually was a Dragonite that spawned here way back when that I had missed actually by a couple seconds. But I realized, so I was just letting my Go Plus catch things. I was looking, I was going slow, and I was looking to see every now and then if there was a Chansey anywhere, and I pulled into a spot, and there wasn't any Chanseys anywhere, so I just kept on clicking my Go Plus, and then all of a sudden, I looked at my journal to see what I had caught and what ran away from me, and as you can see, obviously there's a ton of Jigglypuffs and a Clefairy, but there's also a Lickitung, which I actually caught with the Go Plus, which I'm surprised. The CP755, the IVs on that must not be very good if the Go Plus got it, right? Let's check real quick. But I didn't even think that, obviously, a Lickitung is a pink Pokemon, so that's going to be one of the Pokemon that you find. Zen Headbutt Hyper Beam, that's actually a pretty good moveset, I think. What, Appraise? Has room for improvement, that's what I thought. Usually if it's a Go Plus catch, it doesn't have good IVs, but that's still an awesome moveset, and I didn't even think that Lickitung would be one of those Pokemon, but obviously Lickitung is a pink Pokemon, so Lickitung is going to be one of the Pokemon you see. I have a feeling he's more rare than Jigglypuff and Clefairy, much like Chansey. I have a feeling Chansey's going to be the rarest still. Yeah, I'm sure he's still going to spawn fairly frequently, much more frequently than he usually does, but he's still going to be fairly rare. Then it's going to probably be Lickitung again, spawn more frequently, still is a pretty rare Pokemon. I've actually seen quite a few in my day of Pokemon Go, so I'm assuming that they will be somewhat more frequent than Chansey, definitely, but they will be more frequent than usual, and you'll probably see them most, like, for a rare Pokemon, most than a Chansey and any other. And then you'd have Jigglypuff and Clefairy, and I think that's pretty much all of it, right? Like, I didn't even think about the Lickitung, but let's see, like, in terms of pink Pokemon. Well, first, let me see what this just spawned. That's just a Weedle. Alright, let's see in the Pokedex. Let's see what we can see for pink Pokemon. So, obviously, Clefairy, Clefable. Okay, so I have a feeling Clefable and Igglybuff, right? Or no, I always get his name wrong. Wigglytuff. I'm sorry about that. Clefairy and Jigglypuff will be the most common, and then I think Clefable and Wigglytuff. Okay, so I think that Clefairy and Jigglypuff will be the most common. Then you'll have Wigglytuff and Clefable next. They'll still be pretty rare, but they're going to be much more common than they usually are. Probably pretty common, honestly. Let's see. Oh, and Slowpoke's going to be very common. Slowbro will probably be in the same category of like a Wigglytuff and a Clefable. Again, probably pretty common, I would imagine. Again, still rare, but more of like an uncommon spawn than a rare spawn. Then you're gonna have Lickitung for sure. So Lickitung will probably be also a pretty rare spawn, with Chansey being the rarest, I would imagine. So we'll probably go Chansey as the rarest, then Lickitung, then like Slowbro, Clefable, and Wigglytuff, and then you'd have Jigglypuff, Clefairy, and Slowpoke. I don't think there's really any other Pokemon in terms of catching. Yeah, so that's it in terms of catching, and then you'd have the hatching of those guys, obviously. Another Clefairy. So yeah, that makes sense. I can't believe I didn't even realize that. It's funny because when I pulled in and I saw the Go Plus going off, I was like, should I check it? Because I hadn't checked it, when I pulled into the lot. And I was like, should I check it? Nah, it's probably just a Jigglypuff or a Clefairy. If it's a Chansey, I'll be pissed, but, I'm sure it's probably one of those. And then it ended up being a Lickitung, but luckily the Go Plus did actually get it. But so that's cool. So yeah, Lickitung. I mean, it makes sense. It is kind of a freaky Pokemon, if you know what I mean. But so yeah, hopefully we'll catch more Lickitungs, and I'm really hoping for Chansey. I don't really care that much about Slowbro or Clefable or Wigglytuff because I have a lot of each of those. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep driving around the next 10 minutes before lunch is over, and if there's anything else, I will check in. I can't wait. So I guess in my stupidity, I did something really dumb, and as I was leaving the parking lot, I was actually going really slow, and I probably could have pulled over if I had actually looked at my phone, and there was nobody around. My Go Plus started vibrating, and I just assumed it was a Jigglypuff or a Clefairy or a Slowpoke or something. But of course, it was a Slowbro with 1639 CP. And of course, the Go Plus didn't catch it because it probably had fairly decent IVs. And at 1639, I didn't expect the Go Plus to catch it at all anyway, which is a major flaw in the Go Plus. But I guess it's karma for literally just saying that I don't need Slowbro. But that is a little upsetting that a 1639 CP Slowbro ran away from Go Plus. If I had just looked at my phone for a split second, I would have seen that it was a Slowbro. I could have pulled back into a spot real quick and caught it. I doubt it would have ran, but maybe it would have ran. I don't know. I'm upset, but whatever. I'm sure that's less than an hour, and I've already seen a Slowbro, and I've caught a Lickitung, and I've caught, look at this, a frick ton of Clefairy and Jigglypuff and Slowpoke. So it doesn't really matter anyway, but I'm sure I'll end up getting a Slowbro, at least one, if not way more than that, by the time the event ends. It's been literally just an hour right now, and I've already almost caught a Slowbro, or probably would have caught a Slowbro if it wasn't for the Go Plus, and got a Lickitung. So I'm actually very happy. And my Chansey is at 0.7 out of 2.5, already almost on 32 candies. So that is definitely a good start, and hopefully we'll see more by the dentist. Maybe I'll get a redemption out of Slowbro, maybe even a little higher CP. But we'll see. So yeah, hopefully a Chansey, but see you later. So I am currently back home now. It is late in the day. I got home from my doctor's appointment, or dentist appointment rather. Are my teeth nice and shiny? Probably not. They probably just got all the gross stuff out from in between them. But anyway, I realized something. I've been seeing a lot of Execute, and it makes sense because Execute are also pink. So Execute are also in the event, so you'll be seeing a lot more Execute, which I'm actually very happy about. Also, I don't know if it's just my area because Lickitung is usually pretty uncommon but not rare. I've been seeing a lot of Lickitung. I've only actually caught the one that I said before, but I have seen many. I've seen like 3 or 4 on sightings, and my Go Plus has tried to catch at least 2 of them. I don't know why it's not loading right now, but I haven't really caught anything else. I haven't seen anything else. A bunch of Lickitung. I've seen a Clefable or 2, and obviously a lot of Clefairies, Jigglypuff, and Slowpoke, and Execute. Now, not as many Executes as I've seen Clefairy or Jigglypuff, but still quite a bit of Execute. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for that. I definitely want more Execute, and that's a good Pokemon to have. So I wish Executor was pink as well, but he's not, so I doubt he'll be in this. And now I'm getting a network error, and I don't know why. But so yeah, that's basically it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it was shot on my phone. I would have taken out my camera for this little bit, but there's no point. And I will make sure to record on my camera the next couple days. Tomorrow there's supposed to be a huge snowstorm, so I don't know if I'll have work. We'll see how that goes. But either way, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what you found from the event, if you are happy about the event or you're pissed that there's no Gen 2. And subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay dorky.